Hey guys, so it's come to light that recently a school in southern England, Eastleigh to be precise, has banned any type of Easter celebrations in their school. What's absolutely crazy and bizarre about this is the fact that they're perfectly fine with other celebrations of not just other religious traditions but also cultural things as well, like for example the Chinese dog celebrations, Hindu Diwali, Hanukkah, all these other things, right? But for some bizarre and outrageous reason, they've excluded the long going from the beginning of time Christian tradition of Easter. Now many would argue and say, oh, but Easter's just about opening eggs and bunny rabbits, and most people in today's society don't really give much thought to Jesus and all that kind of thing. And yeah, I get that point, but isn't that the same for any other tradition or religious ceremony? You know, and let's face facts here. Even if there are like adopted pagan practices that have sort of overrun Easter, there is still sort of a noteworthy conscience, you know, that people know what it's about and what it signifies, even if people don't really participate in it. You know, in other countries, like for example Italy, Spain, they use the Latin word of Pascal, which means passion, and that obviously represents crucifixion as well as the resurrection, and you know, that's a religious word. Fortunately in England we use the word Easter, which is actually an Anglo-Saxon word, and a lot of people connect it with the Eastress god of Egypt and the fertility goddess, and so obviously it has bad connotations, but there's no reason why it should be taken out of school. And then this school apparently are trying to say it's because of inclusion and equality. But it's not, is it? If you're excluding a religious group, which by the way is our church, our laws and governance were founded upon in the United Kingdom, you know, this is a traditionally Christian country. Before the war, most people went to church. Churches opened all the schools, the hospitals. I mean, this church was built on Christian ethics and principles. So for them to stick two fingers up and completely disregard that, our heritage as well, because it is a heritage aspect as well, and it's just shocking. It really is. It's almost like these liberals now are ashamed of their own culture. So much so that they want to scold themselves. You know, at whose expense, you ask? I mean, at nobody's expense, because all it does is bring misery and suffering. You know, if the whole idea of inclusion is to make everyone happy, then why, when you're excluding the majority of the people? It's kind of like this whole mentality of, you know, critical race theory, where white people are to be guilty for their achievements in life, or these employers that don't hire white people, that only hire ethnic minorities, and you know, to achieve what? Because you're not really getting any type of just crossing the road, any type of equality. All you're getting is actually more division. You know, a good example of that is these racist people. They don't know they're racist, they actually think they're not, when they say, oh, you know, we're going to try and make life so much better for black people, we're going to give them like a whole month of black history, and when actually, because in reality nobody really wants to be fussed about, nobody wants sympathy and say, oh yeah, hasn't your life been so hard, aren't you really super oppressed, let's try and overcompensate and give you everything you want, even if you're shit at what you do, we're going to reward you anyway. So what message does that give? You know, all this stuff that I'm saying now, it's all stupidity, right? It's all just absolute idiocy. But it's not by any fluke. I think that this is by design. I think that's become very evident, where this sinister plot to destabilise society is a perfect tactic, because if you're saying you're all for equality but not actually thinking about the outcome of equality, you're actually harbouring hate and further division. And it's like, I think this is deliberate. I don't think this is them being ignorant or them trying to overcompensate. I actually think it's because they're achieving exactly what they want to achieve. They want unrest in society. They want unhappiness. You know, I was thinking the other day, when's the last time a decent comedy flick has come out? On Netflix, or on Prime, or whatever. And the truth is, there hasn't been. They're not doing comedies anymore. They're not doing anything to cheer us up. Again, it's all by design. You know, I can feel it. There's a real sinister motion right now, you know, and it's going at a rapid, faster and faster rate, and I think we have to sort of cut it in its tracks before it gets even worse. I think, you know, the school governors, they need to stand up, because I reckon it probably, these rules probably went over the head. You know, this crazy head teacher they've got that have implemented this, you know, they thought they could do it on a sly, and no one would question it. Well, I'm sorry, we've all got brain. We can all critically analyse and see when things are wrong, and this is just an example of that. Something has to be done, because if this carries on, it's just going to get worse and worse. I mean, we've seen state schools in the UK, they've banned nativities at Christmas, you know, which was always a great pastime. Everyone loved that. They've now said it can't be religious in any way. So no Mary and Joseph, no three wise men, no Star of Bethlehem. It's just all Santa rubbish now, which has really no meaning, you know. At least the gospel message has got love, and hope. You know, God in his incarnation coming down on earth as a saviour, it couldn't give a bigger message of hope and love. But no, it's a big fat red man in a suit who goes down chimneys in strange kids' houses, dropping them presents with wanting something in return, i.e. mince pies. Yeah, because that's what Christmas is about, isn't it? It's all about exchanging stuff. It's not about giving to the poor or helping the underprivileged. It's all about giving and getting back. It's commercialism, that's what it is. And I mean, that's a separate video, but my point is, everything over the years has been gradually watered down and distorted, and Christmas and Easter are very good examples of that. And now it's come to full fruition, where you've got schools now banning it. Very sad. When I was a kid at school, even though it was a Catholic school, we would do Easter egg bonnets, and there'd be a competition for the best bonnet, and it would be Easter themed, so it'd be rabbits, spring stuff like flowers, and it'd be cool. It'd be really fun. It'd be really fun, you know, planting stuff in the garden, you know, because spring also represents a new birth, doesn't it? It's not just the resurrection of Christ and the salvation of everyone, it's also the new birth. So yeah, it's gone, it's all gone. Something has to be done. You know, we have to try and defy these evildoers who are trying to diminish everything that's good everything that's holy, and we need to shine light on it, on this dark, so this evil vendetta can come to the light. We have to shine a light on it, guys. It's the only way to defeat this corruption. Anyway, if you like the video, give it a like and share. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also hit the bell because we're going to do many more of these. Take care, guys. Bye.